This exercise works for both the mobility and the stability of the knee itself. When I first saw this, I thought it was a nothing exercise until I started doing it, and it's a massive calf burner. The knee feels really stable afterwards, so there should be zero pain when you do this. If there is pain, there's a single leg version you can try, and there's still pain. There's other things you need to regress back to. Okay, but the idea of it is that we're going into a full squat, and you're using something to hold on to, whether it's a pole at the gym, like a squat rack at the gym. I'm just using a park bench here, just something immovable, or a door frame, that kind of thing. So as I go up, I'm going up on the big toe, big toe and second toe. I'm going up through that knuckle. Then as I come back down, I'm going down through the fifth, fourth, third toes. And then as I come back up, I'm going up on the outer foot, down on the inner foot here. So I'm going up on that big toe, second toe, and back down on the third, fourth, fifth, coming back up, third, fourth, fifth again, circling back down that big toe, second toe. So what it'll naturally do as I'm coming up on the inner part of the foot here, the first two toes, as I go down, the knee will naturally open out a little bit here. I'm not trying to do that, it just does it as part of the exercise, as part of getting that motion happening. And then as I come back up this side and go around to here again, the knee will come in. So the knee will make this little bit in-out motion. It's normal, it's meant to do that. But the idea is that you're getting a lot of control through the foot while the heel's off the ground, through the foot, through the ankle, and the rotation ability of the knee is used here as well as the calf motion too. So there's a lot of movement happening in the bones from the tibia and the fibula. A lot of muscles controlling that, and all the muscles and joints through the feet and ankles too. So it's massive, and build up to about 50 to 60 reps. I've been doing it for a while. I can still do about 20. Okay, so let's go. So I'm sitting back here, and what I don't want is that my weight is sitting right back like this. So you actually want your body weight to be over your feet that way, so your shoulders over your feet. And then from here, I'm coming up on the ball of my foot, opening down, coming down on the outer toes, coming up on the outer toes, down on the ball of the foot. So I'm just alternating that outer foot, down on the inner foot, up on the inner foot, down on the outer foot. And you're going up as high as you can, getting a good contraction there. And you're really aiming to control this motion, so you're not just bouncing up and down. Control the motion, and I'm already feeling quite a calf burn already. And it'll really fry your perineals too, which is the sides of the shins. And I've got maybe 2 more reps in me here. I hope it's frying for you too. Oh, wow. Shake it off, go for a bit of a walk, just feel how that feels. And also be careful as you come up too. It can be a big blood pressure drop because you've been squatted for so long. So let's do another set. I'll go side on this time. So my feet are about my hip width apart, and I'm not sitting right back. I've got my shoulders over my feet, over the center of my foot here. And then I'm coming up on the ball of my foot, ball and second toe, opening out, coming down on the outer toes. Coming up on the outer toes, down on the ball of the foot, really controlled. I'm letting my body weight stay right over that center of my foot. I'm just alternating up on the inner edge, down on the outer edge, then up on the outer edge, down on the inner edge. And aiming not to hold your breath at all, just nice full breaths. In and out of the nose, until you can't do that anymore, then in the nose, out through the mouth. And I've got about 2 left. Oh, wow, that's a burner. So this exercise, I recommend you do it every second day, 2 sets to fatigue. It can be done every day though, in that case just doing 1 set to fatigue and just aim to build the reps up over weeks, aiming up to get about 50 to 60 reps. So this is a single leg version of the squatted heel raise. So the idea when we do this is creating a lot of mobility and stability through the knee, through movement through the rotational part of the knee, the ankle, the foot, and get stability going through all the muscles that control the foot, ankle and the knee. So very, very useful to do. If possible, do the squatted down version. It's more effective, saves a lot of time. But if you can't, this is a good way of practicing to get into that position. So if you have a knee issue with that, the fully squatted double leg version, then you might do this. If you have a knee replacement and you can't get down ever because of the limited range, this would be a good thing to do. So I put my foot up on the chair, bench or staircase, and then I come forward till my knee is over the center of my foot, so my knee stays there. If you come back and do this, it's a lot easier. If you come forward, it actually gets a bit easier too, but it requires more mobility through your pelvis. So the knee stays there the whole time, and then I'm going up on the ball of my foot, the knuckle of the big toe, and the second toe. Then I come down through the knuckles of the toes 3, 4, 5. Then I come back up, knuckles of toes 3, 4, 5. Come back down on the toes 1 and 2. So I'm going up on the inner edge, down on outer edge. Inner edge of the foot, inner knuckle, then outer knuckle takes the weight. And I'm just keeping pressure in the leg the whole time. And you can see the shake here, so it's just the control, it's coordinating here. And I've already done a lot of calf work today as it is. And we do this till it's really burning. So you're looking at 50 to 60 reps, building up to that. And as you do this, if I show from this angle, as I come up on this row of toes here, the knee will want to come in a little bit, just dives in, just what it does. And then when I go down on this row of toes here, the knee opens out a little bit as I come back up here. So the knee is doing this little micro motion like this, but I'm not doing that because I want to. It's just following the pressure through the foot. So that's really important. So let's do another 10. And really controlled, so we're not just doing up and down like this, really controlled. So feel all the way. Okay, so we'll do the next set. So I'm pulling the foot up, and I'm coming forward, so my knee is over the center of my foot and it stays there, so it's a good loading. Then I'm coming up on the knuckle of my big toe and going down on the knuckle of the toes 3, 4, 5, going up on knuckles, toes 3, 4, 5, down on the big knuckle of the big toe and up. So I'm just alternating side to side. And that knee staying really still, it's not going forward and back. I'm just putting as much pressure as possible through the foot. So as you get used to this, you can not have to use a stick. So I've got no weight going through the stick now. So it makes my ankle, my muscles around my ankle, have to work really hard. This is very, very useful if you've ever sprained your ankle, especially if you haven't rehabbed it properly. Again, we want to build this up to about 50 to 60 reps, and it'll burn really hard through the muscles, through the calf. This is good. I'm feeling it also in my quad as well. It's just weakness leaving the body, that's all. Let's do another 10. And the last one. This exercise is very good to do daily. Do 1 set daily to fatigue each leg. And if you're doing 2 sets of each leg, every second day is perfect.